Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. We have tracked over 1,000 recommendations for Chris Cornell's cover of Nothing Compares to You. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much for your recommendations. We really appreciate them, and we do listen and track them. A little bit about this song. It was originally written by Prince in 1984, and he recorded it as well then, but didn't release it. The song has been covered several times since then. One of the biggest covers was by Sinead O'Connor, who covered it in 1989, and it was a huge hit. Even got her a Grammy. And it's also been covered by Madonna, who did it at a show in 2016. But today, we're going to be listening to Chris Cornell perform it. So let's get to it.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out all night and sleep all day since you took your love away.
Ooh. So many really cool things happening right away. I love the inclusion of cello. I dig cellos in particular. They're one of my favorite instruments because I feel it just tugs on my heartstrings. I really, really like cellos. And additionally, it sounds like Chris is almost doing a little bit of yodeling in here, but in a very unique kind of way. You can also just feel immediately that he is so emotionally connected. Yeah, you can. It definitely has a lot of sadness layered in it. Let's go back to beginning here. So cool that they added cello. Huh. Neat.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away.
So right there, when he goes up on love, it sounds like he's like very slightly like it's like a mini yodel that's happening where he's sort of releasing up in the voice. And then he does a bigger revolt.
I go out all night and sleep all day since you took your love away.
And there it happened a couple times again. So day he does a break there, and then you hear it on love
All day
again. It's a really cool break since he's shifting registers,
away.
and then a little yodel on it.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. Nothing can take away these blues.
Man, you can really feel just a lingering sadness in the way he's singing. Um, and I think that this is maybe why this cover also just hits so strongly, because it feels like he's singing every single line from experience and personal experience. Um, I want to take a moment and talk about mental health. I know Chris ended up taking his own life later, and not only is that hugely sad, losing him, but I know a lot of people were really affected by that too and sent into dark times as a result. And I think it's so important for people to nurture and build their mental health, which is why I want to take a moment and thank BetterHelp, BetterHelp as in HELP, for sponsoring this video. If you feel like something's been interfering with your happiness or preventing you from reaching your goals, online therapy could be a great way to just improve your life overall. I know I've been through dark times, I've gone through depression, and therapy not only helped me through that, but it also helped me to establish the mental skills and tools to stay happy. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with a professional licensed therapist, and you can start talking to them in less than 48 hours. This isn't a hotline, it isn't self-help. This is professional therapy that's done securely online. And what I really like about BetterHelp is that they have access to more than 20,000 therapists, each with their own area of expertise. So you could find a better match online than you could locally. Plus, it's available worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You'll get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as you do with traditional therapy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. They make it easy and free to change counselors if you need to. Also, it's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living happier today. And because I believe so strongly in mental health, we have an extra benefit for channel subscribers. You can visit betterhelp.com/charismatic voice. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/charismatic voice to receive 10% off of your first month. Take care of yourself, be happy, and let's listen to some more great music.
There's nothing compared, nothing compared to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song.
The twang as he goes up to that yodel it feels like it's this mixture of elegance from the cello and then deep south, almost like he's singing blues down in New Orleans, but with a country twang. It's just a really lovely combination of styles.
Without you here, like a bird without a song.
I can't get over it. I don't think I have ever heard a yodel that is that emotional. It's great.
Without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, where did I go wrong?
That was really interesting when he has that higher note that is, it had a little more brightness and bite into it. You could really see exactly what he did to get there. He did a little lip lifting. You could just hear the biting sound.
Tell me, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around any girl like you. just reminds me of you. Went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Said, boy, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares.
Man, I still just feel so much overwhelming sadness from this. Uh, he I want to talk a little bit about his style and mouth shapes. I've gotten to understand a little bit about the grunge movement, and one of the things that marks to me that style is a mouth that's a little bit more closed for a lot of the singing. And you still see there's a lot of jaw looseness here, so you know that there's some clear vowels that are being formed by the tongue. So it's not a clenching of the jaw. It's just generally a mouth that tends to not move as much until you get to really higher notes, and then they open their mouths as is necessary to create a good sound on a high note. Uh, Additionally, the diction is going to be a lot looser. It's not pristine whatsoever. It's a little bit relaxed. And I hear often when mouths are more closed, you end up having some of the sound want to exit more through the nose, which is why you get a slightly more nasal sound that is very indicative of Chris Cornell's voice. And I think a lot of people get really scared about having a little bit of a nasal sound in their singing, and it's not bad. I really wish that people weren't like, oh, it's nasal, so that equals bad. No, nasal is just another sound, and it can have just as much emotion behind it. And really the main reason for singing is to make somebody feel something. So obviously Chris Cornell is doing that very, very well here. Let's go back a little bit. This had a great...
Went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Said, boy, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Keaton Simons.
Something to notice about how they duetted in this section with cello and guitar. The guitar is much more plucked at this moment versus it's got like a much more staccato kind of attack, so more broken attack essentially. And the cello is bowed. And that combination makes one line a lot more legato and lyric, and then one line has a lot more rhythmic influence and various textures in it. It's very a beautiful combination, and I feel like it had a lot of intricacies in it as a result. Okay, good. Go back and then.
All the flowers that you planted, mama, in your backyard, all died when you went away. And I know living with me, baby, is sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try.
it's so funny. His sound every now and then almost like has a slight, I think some people call it sloppy. I just feel like it's really emotional and relaxed and open, and whatever's happening is happening. This song does not feel like it is about technique. It feels to me like it is just about emotion and message, and he's letting it out, and it's crazy. I just keep getting like water, those tear ducts, you start to fill them, and it's really beautiful, really, really beautiful. I'm gonna go back and listen to that section again. It's so surprising how much this just hits.
And I know living with me, baby, is sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try.
Oh, wow, that ending is beautiful. It's interesting, the voice does not resolve
Thank you.
I love that it didn't resolve there. The emotions haven't resolved, so the music shouldn't either. I feel like this was just such an emotional and, in a lot of ways, very somber performance. Oh, man. Guys, take care of your mental health, okay? I definitely want people to be happy and doing what you want to do, right? Living the life that you want to live. This really hits strong because I feel that Chris is focused so much on just letting that emotion come through his voice. And I think that overall it was such a beautiful combination to have cello and another guitar backing as well. I love this kind of acoustic performance where you can see all of the details, like how he raises his lips, keeps his mouth mostly closed except for high notes. And then you can hear the way he tosses off certain notes as well. This is such a great way to analyze and hear his voice more and then realize, yeah, it's still all about message. That's the most important part. So thank you to all of you that recommended this. This was a great suggestion, and I appreciate it so much. Please keep making those recommendations down below in the comments section of this video. That's where we look for them. And you can find me here every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Arizona time. That's when we have our premieres, and there's a live chat. I'm always there, so come and chat with me. And you can find me also on Patreon and at thecharismaticvoice.com. I'll see you somewhere soon.